Hubla Lotak, Kanuat Busy. Today is Tuesday, what day? All day today, let's be responsible. Always try to do our best, cooperate with others, and let's treat everyone with respect, including ourselves. Yesterday, we learned what do we mean by boundaries. So let's revise. Boundaries are the invisible line that help us protect our feeling, our physical space, and our personal choices. Did you know there are 6 types of boundaries? There's one called the emotional boundary. Emotional boundaries means you don't always have to share your personal feelings with everyone. If you only share it with people you feel safe with. Then there is a boundary called physical boundary. It's okay to tell somebody if they're standing too close. Have you heard the term personal bubble? If somebody tries to enter your personal bubble, it's okay to tell them to step away. And then there is something called relationship boundary. That means good friends and family respect your decision and your feelings. That means if you decide you don't want to go out play with your friend would understand. That's the boundary you have in your friendship. Communication boundary means how you speak to yourself and others. Also, how you allow others to speak to you. For example, if your sibling, your brother, your sister, or even your cousin comes and talks to you very rudely, that's not okay. So you gotta tell them, you cannot talk to me like that. Also respecting them, you cannot yell at them either. So that's how you maintain communication boundary, when you talk nicely and respectfully without yelling at each other. One important boundary is called the time boundary. How you choose to spend your time and how you respect others' time. That means if you have free time in the evening, it's your time. You can decide if you want to go for a walk or play out with friends. Your friends or your cousins shouldn't force you to do something that you don't want to do. Or vice versa, you shouldn't be forcing somebody to do something that they don't want to do at the time. So how you choose to spend your time is one way to maintain a healthy boundary. The last important boundary that you should know about is called the mental boundary. That means separating yourself from your feelings, knowing your triggers, and limiting outside emotional burdens. Wow, that was so much words. Do you know what that means? It means when you realize what triggers you and you separate yourself from your feelings. For example, when I'm really tired, I feel overwhelmed and I feel like everybody's looking at me funny. I feel like I'm being judged, or when I'm overwhelmed, I feel very anxious. And I know when I do not get good sleep, that triggers my anxiety. So when I come to school or when I'm talking to people and I feel like, oh, are they judging me? I feel like that person is judging me. I try to tell myself, I know I did not sleep well last night. It's probably my anxiety. So it's not really people are judging me. It's just I am anxious. So how you separate yourself from your feelings and limiting your emotional burden is one way to have healthy boundaries. Today's question for you to discuss in your class is, can you think of a time when you had to say no to someone? How did that feel? I hope you guys have a great discussion today. Happy learning!